Namaste, all the viewers and friends. We are very happy with the way you're responding to our videos, the subscriber base, or the number of views that we are having for our videos. We're very happy and thankful for your responses. We wish and hope that your response continues the same, and we also would, welcome all your suggestions for topics that you want us to cover. Today we have come up with a very important discussion, the importance of water intake in day-to-day life. Why should you drink water? Why should any of us drink water? So for this question, before I answer this question, let me also ask few other questions. Why should there be a rainy season? Why should you water a plant that you're growing? Why should you charge your mobile phones every day, right? All of these questions have similar answer. If you have to see a plant growing comfortably, very beautifully with a blossoming flower, then water is something that you should definitely put, right? If there is no rainy season, imagine one entire year without rains at all. Can you think of comfortable life at that point of time? It's okay, I can manage whatever if you say. Imagine one day without charging your phone. Can you survive without charging your phone and the charge is being drained off? What will you do? You'll get restless. If you don't take your charger to your workplace, there's so much of restlessness. I don't have charger today, what do I do? And things like that, right? Similarly, water is also equally important. And not just equally, more important to all the functions that our body does. Okay, so water, we all know, we have studied in our school life that body is composed of 70% of water. So most of us probably think that anyway 70% is there, why do I have to bother about drinking more water? Not really. If 70% of our body is composed of water, it indicates the importance of water in every activity that our body does, be it metabolism, be it digestion, be it elimination, be it wound healing, be it hair growth, every aspect, complexion of the skin, everything depends on how much of hydration we are giving our body. But there's also a lot of discussion. Some people say drink 7-8 liters, some people say drink 2-3 liters, some people each of us give different quantity, drink so many liters of water. But it's not really about the number, but it's about your awareness about your thirst and your body's requirement of water. Many a times when your body is dehydrated, the first thing that we all experience is thirst. But most of the times what happens is that we are not aware of the thirst at all, because we are either drinking coffee, we are eating an ice cream, we are in artificially ventilated room that will not allow us to regulate the body temperature, and body will not be able to signal you about how much water is required. Do I require water now? Many a times we also do that when we are extremely thirsty, we try to eat something. So that, if you're not getting water, we eat off something, we drink some juices, we eat ice creams. Most of the times I've heard people telling, I was very thirsty, I ate an ice cream and I felt better, right? So most of us are trying to take something alternative to water and somehow forgetting about drinking pure natural water. And I'm sure all of you agree that when you're extremely thirsty, tired, physically drained, mentally drained, drinking one glass of water is absolutely soothing. Nothing else can, alternate to it, right? So water intake is very, very important. Follow your thirst patterns. In the body metabolism, at least 2 liters of water is utilized every day. So that is why most of the doctors tell you drink at least 2 liters of water every day. It depends on each individual amount of activity and metabolism the body does, age factor, physical health, the environment that we're working in, everything will definitely influence, but 2 to 3 liters is something that your body will definitely require. If you're thirsty, even after drinking 2 liters, 3 liters, you should be drinking more amount of water. And you should also be observing the color of your urine. If it is dark yellow, if it is not pale yellow, then definitely water intake is not optimal. What are the functions now? Body temperature maintenance. So if your body has to sweat when the weather is hot, or if it has to shiver when the weather is cold, water intake is important. It is important for digesting the food. It is important for elimination. That's why most of the times when we don't drink enough water, we either end up with acidity or gastritis, or we end up with constipation, or both at times, right? So that indicates water intake is less. Water intake is required also for proper circulation in the body. When you drink less water, you will see that your body is stiff, not very comfortable. You are not able to move around easily, right? Hair growth is something that is vital for all of us, and water intake is important. Lot of us do a lot of things for complexion externally, but internal hydration is also something that's very important. If there's a wound and you want it to heal, water intake is important. If you're going through major treatments, if the treatments have, outcome of the treatments have to be good, water intake is important. So you name any function in the body, every function requires water. And the temperature, the amount, everything your body will tell you. You know, when you're cold, you obviously don't want to drink a cold, ice cold water. You'd want to drink something warm, and warm water is better at that point of time. When your body is already heated up, you want to drink cold water. But does it mean I go to ice cold refrigerated water? No, normal temperature water will do. Okay, so when it comes to water intake, to sum up, you will have to follow your body thirst patterns, your body signals, to understand how much of water is required, what temperature is required, and what are the functions that are not happening comfortably because of your reduced water intake. Okay, so let's do this experiment. Let's all promise ourselves today that from today onwards we'll take care of the water intake, and in next 3 months we will observe what changes it has brought in our health and in our well-being, be it physical and mental. Okay, so let's take up that challenge. Let's do that experiment and observe. With that, I end today's discussion on water intake. I'm hopeful that it has given you information about the importance of it, and I hope you follow it as well. Thank you.